Alright, howdy ho. Howdy ho, everybody. I am heading to the deep swamp today. Going to where I cleaned out the creek. Moved all these dead, fallen logs and stuff out my way, and shouldn't have a problem getting in here. It's hopefully I'll be there by 5:30ish, set up in the tree. I want to be set up no later than 5:45 if I can help it. Now, in a little bit of a predicament because I don't know if I should go to some overcup oaks that I found in the swamp that were fallen, or if I should go to a transition, like a travel corridor, and the travel corridor is 2 miles. Overcup oaks are about 1 mile. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna save the transition. I'm gonna let it sit, and I'm gonna save it for like an all-day sit where I can get in there early in the morning and just sit there all day. I think it's a lot better area just to spend a lot more time in. I don't want to kind of push the envelope, so to speak. So that's gonna be the plan, I guess, is to go hunt the overcups. We'll see what happens. See if I can get in there without bumping any deer. When I found the overcups, the kayak hit the bank and deer ran everywhere. So that tells me they're laying right there next to the bank, which is going to make it just about impossible. I'm just going to have to make a game time decision based on, how it goes. Play it by ear. Well, we got a little change of plans. Going to head to a different WMA. Took a wrong turn. It's going to set me back. Decided I'm just going to go to a different one. So, hadn't been here but one time. Not sure what's going on. There was some other hunter pressure in this area last time I was in there. We'll see. See what's going on. Alright, I just snuck up in here. Got a fresh scrape right there. There's cobwebs across where the other hunter was accessing this. So I don't think anybody's been in here in a while. Probably a month. So we might have a chance. Might have a crack at a good buck. We'll see. Get set up. Here we go. Got fresh scrapes under me and a huge signpost rub over there. We'll see what happens. All right, well, I just got out of the woods and definitely saw some good sign tonight. White oaks were dropping, had several does come in. Coyote came through, scared them off. Heard some bucks, or a buck, running some of those does around. I'm gonna be right back in there in the morning probably. It's a hot food source, lots of white oaks in this bottom, and it's not very far from a road. I mean, but some of those spots there, then again, are overlooked. It can be really good on public land, but could have shot that doe first thing, but kind of wanted to see if I could get a crack at the buck. So we'll be back in there in the morning. Just got us a little bit of coffee. Got my little kangaroo pouch here. Got my head socks. It's really not that cold right now, but I'm just prepared. I get cold easy, and I like drinking coffee. So it's pretty much the moral of that story. Heading to public. Let me help y'all out real quick here. There you go. Heading to public this morning. Have a bad wind for the creek, the deep creek swamp set that I wanted to get to today. I was planning on doing an all-day set. That doesn't look like it's gonna happen. The wind is absolutely horrible. There's too many blowdowns to get on the other side of it to climb. To put the wind in my favor, it's too much junk. That's not always a possibility. Sometimes it is, but this morning it's not. So I'm heading to another creek access spot that I'm gonna wade with my hip boots. Scouted this spot way back last February. Ran a camera in there, which I normally don't do on public. Found a pretty dang good buck. Probably a net 30 deer. Don't know where he's at. Hadn't ran any cameras. I made a mock scrape or two in there. It's basically a big inside elbow. Just a travel corridor in between bedding areas. And we're going to give it a shot this morning. It is October 27th, I believe, week 7 of the Deer Hunting Video Journal. Just to update y'all that may not know, I'm bundling the public land and the private land into one Deer Hunting Video Journal for 2018. Was going to try to split it up. Found out that to be a dumpster fire. Found myself trying to hunt private and public evenly, and I don't really want to do that. Sometimes if I get a wild hare and I want to hunt, public, I'm gonna go to public. If I want to get a wild hare and go to private, I'm gonna go to private. So it's just gonna be doing half and half, really. I mean, I'd say mostly so far this year I've hunted mostly public, and I just like the challenge of it. So we're gonna get in here and get down the road, and we'll see y'all when we're walking in the creek. Alright, let's go over my list here. Alright, that's good. Headstock. All that fun stuff. I think I got everything at 6 o'clock. So, I want to be sitting down in 15 minutes. They give me a good solid hour in the tree before it gets light. Alright, let's do it.
Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. This dude has lost his mind. Maybe. Maybe I might have. He's just a 3.5-year-old deer. I know that in my gut. In my gut, that's a great pass, especially on public land. I mean, he's gonna be a stud next year if he makes it, boy. Gracious alive. But he's not mature. I mean, I knew it the second I saw that deer. But that's the way it goes. They're moving though, that's for sure. That deer read the script too. He came exactly how I figured he would. He's probably going to bed up. There's some buck bedding on this peninsula at this point. And I'm gonna sit tight. Maybe his daddy will come in here. It feels awesome. Man, what a cool encounter. Alright, well, it's a little after lunchtime, and I'm down from the stand. I'm gonna pick my way back to the truck. It's about 2 miles back to the truck. Well, roughly thereabouts, probably a mile and a half. I'm gonna have to walk by where this buck was, where he went to bed. I'm just gonna take my time, be quiet. And I'm gonna try to get back in here pretty soon. I might hunt it in the morning, I don't know. But things are heating up pretty good here. I see another signpost rub over there. They got it tore up in here, that's for sure. And I'm gonna check back with y'all this evening.
The look of guilt when you should be eating healthy, but it's hunting season and you really don't care. Need some nourishment. Sat in the tree till about 12:30 today. About to jump right back into it. Gonna try a different spot this evening. It's travel corridors, same type situation. This time of the year, bucks are seeking first available does, and so that's where I'm focusing my efforts is on food sources that are close to doe bedding. That's also a travel corridor, so I'm looking for several things all in one. There are some white oaks dropping in this area. I checked it several weeks ago. It's kind of like a saddle, and some good buck bedding back behind me where I'm gonna be, but it's 2:20 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this food, eat it on the way, and go ahead and start walking to the stand. So we'll see y'all in a minute.
Just saw that guy. He's walking around. Still stalking or still hunting, so this looks like he's out here having a good time. It's public land, open to anyone. Gotta be real quiet because I'm predicting there's gonna be deer laying next to this cover. Just working my way through these pines into this little pinch point. Alright, I'm up. Some fresh rubs in here. It's nice and cool and overcast. Wind's coming from my back, blowing up in this draw. What I'm doing is looking for an off wind, looking for a buck to come from this point out here. There's another peninsula. That's where I'm thinking the buck's gonna come from. A lot of security cover back in there. He's not messed with back in there. He's gonna come out of this little point right here with an off wind and come on out in this thick cover. Scent checking does. We've got some white oaks around me here, dropping. See what happens. Well, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. These last couple days on public for week 7. Getting really close to a big public land buck. Maybe I should have shot the big 8-pointer. But, I don't know if he's 3.5 or 4.5. I have zero history with the deer. In my mind, I want to tell myself the deer's 3.5, but, it ain't always about the biggest buck, but it sure is nice to set a goal for yourself. And, that was a great deer, but just nothing that I wanted to shoot right then. But anyhow, there's bigger deer out here, and I'm hot on the trail of a big one, I'm sure of it. We'll find him. It's gonna take some time, and gonna have to hunt hard, but appreciate y'all watching week 7, and if you will, go to SoPro Gear and like them on Facebook and Instagram. Go to their website, soprogear.com, and I'll have a product discount code for you in the description.